Shalom, beloved. I am taking a stroll, a walk. Come go with me. Under the sun, you may say it's hot today, but a walk is always good every day, no matter what the weather, no matter how hot, no matter how cold. So we are going to stroll and walk and take a look at the flowers on the way as we go. And the sun is shining today. How wonderful. Hola. So the sun is shining. It's a good day to be outside, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what is going on and what we need to do at this particular time for what is going on. I love flowers. I can look at flowers all day and all night. So, we talked before about the condition of the heart. We talked about what it is to be cleansed and purified. We talked about many topics, many subjects, so to speak. Look at this flower. You can't get any better than that. That's a real flower outside. Yes. And many are giving strong warnings now to all of the nations. As we know, many prophetic words have gone up many years ago as it pertains to what it is that needs to be done about the rising of the women, those who are like Queen Esther, those who are like Prophetess Deborah, and so on and so forth. And we're right here at that spiritual hour where we definitely need to cry out for all of humanity and all of creation. Many seem to think that an election is going to stop what is coming forth. Many seem to think that a revival or whatever is going to stop what is going to come about if people don't repent. If people don't turn from their wicked ways and stop speaking words of division and destruction. Ooh, look at this. This is wonderful. Now, this may not apply to every single person. Perhaps you are one that daily cleanses and purifies spiritually and naturally, and you've been purged and you've been pruned, and you continuously go through that refiner's fire because you want to be in right standing. So we all have to be in right standing. However, many don't understand the serious implications of what it means when a nation is rebellious. And all the nations have to repent, as I said. But this particular prophetic warning is for the United States of America specifically, but it is also for all nations. Every nation, every tribe, every tongue, to come back to the original roots, to go back to the garden, and to stop doing what is not supposed to be done. Look at all these beautiful flowers. You can't make this up. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this word just so you know, for background and context, in case you don't know. Because if you don't know, you don't know. Almost looks like a rainbow cloud, but without the colors. So this is what you call some good water. Nice, right? I like it. I love the water. So I'm going to sit here by the water and deliver this wonderful message. And then I'm going to go about my merry way and close out this message as we come together. We need to be in right standing. We must have divine alignment with the Creator of all. And perhaps you may not know the Creator for yourself. Perhaps you may be someone who truly doesn't know what's going on. And that's fine, but we are supposed to be one kingdom family, one spiritual family, or however you want to phrase it. We're not supposed to be divided up into groups and all of that, clubs or whatever. There's only one true holy one true righteous judge. And if some of you may need some kind of scriptural context from a holy book, I would suggest TEHILLUM 24 and also TEHILLUM 51, which you may know as Psalm, in case you are one who has only known the American version of whatever it is in English. But the correct term is TEHILLUM, just so you know, TEHILLUM, TEHILLUM. And I'm going to get into this. It's hot outside today, and I do not plan on being out here for very long. As you see, people are about, and yeah, people are moving about even in the heat. I did not plan this. This was something last minute. I woke up early this morning and I was given the divine instructions, and I'm being an obedient human. Because there's no distance in the spirit. So I'm going to get right into it. My name is Shifrahyochevedyisrael. For those of you who do not know, I am a royal heir, a friend, and a daughter of the Holy One who has created all of humanity and all of creation. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, prayer report, praise reports, prayers, requests, whatever, you can definitely send it directly to me, and we will definitely be in alignment with you and answer your questions, and we will respond. And if you need prayer, if you need some answers, if you have dreams and visions, hold on. We're going to get into that soon as well. Because the interpretation always comes from the true voice of truth. I am not going to try to interpret a dream for you, because I do not know what it is. I can tell you about the symbols of the dreams, the symbols like names, words, numbers, colors, and all of that, what it means, so you can interpret it for yourself. I can give you the keys to the dreams and the visions and the visitations and even waking encounters, but I cannot actually tell you exactly what it means. That you will have to seek the voice of truth for yourself. So let's get into it, shall we? Avina Makino, our Father, our King, we come boldly before your holy throne of grace today. Another hot day. As we know, the temperatures are turned up in the spiritual realm. We know that we are to incline our ears to hear the true voice of truth. The name above all names, the Holy One, the one who has created all, the one who is the ruler of every nation, every tribe, and every tongue. We ask that you give us discernment, you give us clarity, wisdom, understanding, revelation, all that we need to rightly divide the truth, so we do not reject the truth, because the truth will set us free from every chain and all bondage, oppression, and it will set us free from limitations. Yes. So, Teshuvah. Today is July 8, 2024 on the Gregorian calendar, the 4th month, the 11th day on the original calendar, which is not like the Gregorian calendar, which is interesting. Teshuvah. Some may not know what Teshuvah means, and that's why everyone needs to have understanding for themselves as to what the spiritual seasons and times are, not to be deceived or not to accept something that is not the absolute truth. So I am going to get into this quick word, and then we're going to pray. And I hope that you will share whatever you have, because I'm sure everybody has something. If you don't have anything to share, if you haven't heard or seen anything, we're going to pray at the end for your spiritual senses to be sharpened, so that you incline your ears to hear and that you always feed your spirit. Feeding your spirit is more important than feeding your mind and your body and your soul, because we are not only mind, body, soul, and spirit, but there's so many dimensions to the human. You can't go by psychology and all of that. So, Teshuvah. Repent and turn now, today. Humanity has drifted away from the original roots spiritually and naturally. Most of humanity is in deep darkness and deep deception. Most of humanity is a slave to mammon. And if you don't know what mammon is material things, especially the currency of the land. It has nothing to do with the spiritual principles, and it has nothing to do with true wealth and true prosperity. Most of humanity is a slave to religions, politics, societies, cultures, groups, clubs, etc., and etc. Please, please, please hear this by the Spirit, Ruach HaKodesh. Please, please hear this. Not with your natural ears, but with your spiritual ears and your spiritual eyes. Please do not touch any unclean thing. Do not touch, please, any unclean thing and any unholy thing. The United States of America is a rebellious nation with unclean lips, impure hearts, tainted and twisted minds, and all kinds of lawlessness, wickedness, and evil. Vile acts, perversion, disobedience, rebellion, pride, and idolatry. An idol is anyone or anything that is put above or before the true maker, who has all power to do anything and everything. Nobody or nothing can compare to the inexhaustible power of the Holy One, the Maker, who is not and never has been Catholicism, Christianity, Judaism, the political systems, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Liberal, or any of that. The Creator of all has created all of humanity and all of creation. People are people. Humanity is humanity. Angels will obey. Animals will obey. Humanity, the winds and the waves obey. Humanity is divided. Humanity is divided. A divided house cannot stand. It will surely fall. Compassion is missing among humanity. Slander, malice, prejudice, discrimination, greed, selfishness, pride, and the like are prevalent. And prevalent, when it came to me, is capitalized. Prevalent. So you want to incline your ears to hear the deeper message in this message. Just like humanity rejected all of those who came before us, the matriarchs and the patriarchs, the watchers on the wall, the scribes, the worshipers, many, many years ago, so does humanity today reject the voices of truth that are aligned with the true voice of truth. Not all of humanity is spiritually blind, naked, dehydrated, and weak. Feed the spirit. Feed the spirit. It is so essential and critical to feed your spirit. Stop pointing fingers at other people. Be cleansed and purified. Be cleansed and purified, washed, refined by the holy fire. And you may ask, what is the holy fire? Well, holy fire is not what many think it is. We'll get to that in a second. The true ambassadors help all of humanity and all of creation. The true royal heirs who are friends of the Most High, the Holy One, who truly does not have any particular name, because names are different in translation from different languages to different languages. It may be one thing in Aramaic or Hebrew and another thing in Italian or Japanese or French or Spanish and so on and so forth, or Portuguese. The true royal heirs, who are the friends of the Holy One, do not shed innocent blood, nor do their hands and feet run towards evil. Return to the pure garden, the tree of life. Return to the pure garden, the tree of life. Take and eat the bread of life. Drink living waters. Partake of the fruit of the true vine and live the abundant life. Be fire hot with perfect, immeasurable love from the Holy One. The ear gates and the eye gates must be cleansed. Even if something is the truth, it does not mean you should speak it out. It does not mean you should share it. Be one who brings solutions. Be one who brings solutions to the conflicts. Be one who answers questions with love and wisdom and gentleness. Have a quiet and gentle spirit. This is a spiritual hour for all women to rise up. All women, like Queen Esther, Shifrah and Puah, Prophetess Deborah, and all the other matriarchs, to defend all life, all of humanity, and all of creation. This is also the spiritual hour for the little ones to rise up who have been mistreated even by their own family, by their own parents, by their siblings. Some have been mistreated by their children or somebody that is a family member, the bloodline, and even those who were thought of to be the love line. Vindication and restoration and revival is coming to the women and the little ones for all of their suffering for many generations. The kingdom marriage covenant is being revamped now. All of humanity will see the unusual and uncommon favor of kingdom marriage covenant. Connections and the divine connections of those who will help all who need help. There will be some who will help people. They will be helpers. They will be divine helpers because they are ones who are generous. They are cheerful givers. They are ones who have the gift of giving. And they're not selfish, they're not self-centered, they're not greedy or any of that. They are ones who love to give, and giving is part of their life all the time. Loving is giving. You cannot love without giving. If you are one that does not like to give or you reluctantly give, that means that you need to take the love test and pass it again. You need to be burned by the holy fire. And the love has to be perfected within you. Something within you needs to come out. It has to be removed supernaturally. You may need a new mindset, a new heart, a new mind, something, new hands, clean hands. So these divine helpers, they will help. They will be ones who will help all who need help. They will not have any preferences or prejudices or any of that. This is a new spiritual hour. There is no distance in the spirit. Incline your ears to hear the pure truth, the perfect truth. A wise woman will obey the Maker. A wise woman will obey the Maker and not go her own way and go astray. A wise woman will build on the true firm foundation of the true foundation of perfect love, divine love. Divine love is sacrificial and selfless. Divine love is sacrificial and selfless. All nations must repent. All regions, territories, whatever you want to classify yourself as, it includes everybody, all of humanity. All nations must repent, be holy and pure and perfect and righteous. Humility is mandatory. Too many have accepted lawlessness and wickedness. Reject all lawlessness and wickedness. Do not bow. Do not bow. Many of the faithful ones did not bow. There are many examples. One that you may know or think about may be Daniel. Daniel did not bow. There's a cute little bird just singing a beautiful song. And there are many others that did not bow. Do not, please do not accept the ways of the wicked. Follow the spiritual laws and principles and mandates rather than what any person in the land attempts to dictate. There are many dictators, but there's one true holy one that we must all obey. The Holy One is the Holy One to obey, to reverence, and to trust. Trust no person, trust no thing, trust nothing or no thing except for the name above all names. Be sure you know the true Maker and not a counterfeit or an imposter or an usurper. Be alert, aware, and awake. Do not sleep on the wicked. Be watchers. Be watchers on the wall who cry out for all of the nations, all nations, every tribe and every tongue, not just one or two, or not just the place in which you live or were born. The entire world, the earth, above and beneath, belongs to the Maker, the Creator of all. The true royal heirs are also friends who represent the Maker by demonstrating perfect love, speaking truth, standing up for justice, defending the orphans, the widows, the strangers, the imprisoned, and so on. Wow, so many birds out here. Standing up for justice and being peacemakers in the land rather than to be ones who start unnecessary strife and fights and battles. Above everything, love with a pure heart, clean mind, clean lips, clean hands, and clean feet. The importance of us being cleansed and purified daily is astronomical. It is so essential. It is so important. Be loving and kind to all. Do not be hateful. Do not be prideful. Do not be selfish. Greed and gluttony leads to nothing. Greed and gluttony leads to nothing. Do not be selfish. See the birds. Wow, look at that. See the birds. The birds are very faithful and depend completely on the Maker for everything pertaining. They depend on the Maker for everything pertaining to life. Please go to that secret place and hear the absolute truth. Be free to love. Sow seeds to excellent spiritual fruit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, and the like. Please take the love test. That's right, take that love test. I hope you can hear me. Please take the love test and be honest with yourself about yourself. Check your love temperature. You should be fire hot and not lukewarm or cold or insensitive or any of that. Be humble and be holy. Holiness is not religions. Holiness is not religions. Just so you know, holiness is not religious or religions. And that concludes the message for today. There's a lot of water splashing. It looks beautiful. It looks wonderful. The birds are everywhere. So as you go about your day, remember, we have to incline our ears to hear the true voice of truth so we do not be led astray and go the wrong way. Avina Makina, our Father, our King, we come boldly before your holy throne of grace. We thank you for shaking and waking us for pushing us, for stirring us up so we can roar in the land of the living and sound the alarm for all nations, all of humanity, and all of creation. I decree we protect life in all life forms so our hands can be clean, so we can be clean vessels, so we can be clean people, holy people that do not condone or compromise in any sense of the word, that we are totally on fire, that we take it by force. We take back every region and territory, every nation, every tribe, and every tongue to come together in unity for all life with true perfect love and shine the light. Shalom, beloved. There will be a part 2 to this. I will go back over some other parts. But for right now, shalom and have a blessed, beautiful day. And just know that the Maker loves you with an immeasurable love.